Game on.
Hey there, game gurus. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a new product coming from GRS. It's up for pre-order right now on the T-Sticks website. You can see it right over here. It's a GRS LED Trackball with Spinner. It's a combination device. What that basically means is you're only required to use one USB port for both these devices. And basically, any machine or game that can use a USB mouse can use this trackball and spinner. The beauty of it is when you set this up for trackball, like in Centipede or Marble Madness or game Crystal Castles, the spinner is automatically configured in that same configuration. So it's much easier to set up in MAME or RetroPie, Batocera, because you don't have to get it working in one of these devices, and the spinner comes along for the ride. So you can see it right here. It is an illuminated trackball. It has a bunch of different colors you can set up for it. And it does come with a black spinner top, it's an aluminum anodized black spinner top. Now, this is using all optical technology. It's not Hall effect technology, it's optical technology. We're passing the savings on to you guys. But we have different teeth here at the bottom. It comes installed with a 72 pin, but you can pull that off and put in a 48 pin. But again, the spinner and trackball can be set up in MAME. But if you still want to mess with these settings, you can still set up that way as well. You can see right here, just some different shots. You can see the trackball here, the LED connector here for the LEDs. You can unplug it if you want nothing at all, I suppose, to save a little power. But the cable comes out and it goes into the GRS spinner here, right here, and that comes out to a standard USB interface. So one USB port is used, not two, for these two devices. You can see right here the trackball itself, the 3D rendered, and the spinner top. Now this is a 28 millimeter hole, which is a standard arcade button hole. Just cut that out, slide this thing right down there, and very easy to install. And you can see everything's included in the kit. There's an instruction manual, obviously, and setting this up is really not hard to do. We're just showing right here, kind of in the bottom of one of my old Atari cases here. You have different buttonholes here for your like shooting and stuff like that. But the spinner will go in one of those same exact holes, and of course the trackball itself. And you can see how it will kind of look on the top here if you're setting up your own like deck layout. But let's take a look at the machine itself. I do have one over here. Let's just go back over here for a second. And here it is right here. My camera's not focusing super well, but this is an early released version of it. I'll show you what comes in the kit itself. So I'll open this little thing right here. But it is the TS-SPTB-COMBO GRS LED Trackball with Spinner. As you can see here on the box. We'll open this thing right up here. And get this thing out of the way. Oh, out of the way. And we have our instruction manual right here, which is included. I'm going to give you some quick little readings that are in here. So all the materials you're going to get a wrench and all the screws. And you can see right here, we do have the additional disc. You can see right there. So we include a 48 tooth disc and the 72 tooth disc is in here. A bunch of screws here to mount your trackball, a wrench to take off your top for your spinner, and of course all the cabling and wires. Now the colors we have right here, I'll get a screenshot to put in actually later. We have no color: red, blue, green, magenta, cyan, yellow, and white. And that's done with dip switches on the bottom of the machine. But this is what you're going to get. So you can see right here in this little package, here is the 48 pin. So you could swap this out. Let me take this spinner out real quick and show you. So this is an aluminized black spinner top. You can see right here. And we have our spinner here with a 72 pin. Take this one screw out and you can swap it out for this 48 pin if you wanted to do so. But again, you can also do settings inside MAME. Now this pops off like so. So you just drill your 28 millimeter hole, drop this right down, and then you can clip this thing right back on. And you have your spinner ready to go. Put this to the side for a second. And of course, we have our trackball here. It's our very well known about trackball using optical tech and all our cables. This cable right here will be going over to our spinner, and then a single USB connection. Here's our trackball itself, and we have our switches here for different colors. So I'm gonna move this thing out of the way for a moment. So you can see right here, here is once again, our spinner. Here's the wire connector. I'm gonna put it down just like here, just for a moment. Kind of out of the way, there we go. We have our additional tooth spinner top right there. Of course, we have all our tools. Put it on this side. Of course, we have all our tools over here, jumpers and other things. Of course, the actual trackball itself. So all we need to do is, on this trackball, we have this one cable that comes out, it's keyed. So you can see, put it in only one way. Once that's done, your spinner is attached to your trackball, all set to go. Put it down like this just for a second. And I'm going to plug this into my PC, and the trackball, I'm not sure if it's going to light up just yet, because it may not have any settings set, but we're going to plug it in, like so. You can see right now it's set up to the red LED right here. It's kind of tight on space. I apologize about that. But you could change the color here. Now that would be green, except I have a green screen on, so you can't see that. So let me see if I put this one here. There's like a magenta color, but I kind of like the red. So I'll put it back to red just for now. Now, if I'm going to switch this over to my desktop just for a second here. So let's see if I can do this real quick. So you can see right now I'm using my actual mouse. Now I'm going to take the trackball here. And you see as I move it, let's make sure I put it the right way. This is your top here with the wires coming out. See, I'm doing up and down. And of course, left and right. But again, same USB cable. I can now take my spinner, like so. And you can see, I could also go left and right very easily. So one setup for both devices. So again, this will be very helpful for people who have some difficulty setting up MAME or RetroPie. And we'll load up a MAME game here in a second and take a look at that. But I just wanted to show you that it's very easy to do. It's connected, it's seen as a USB mouse, as you can see right here. It works just very, very well with both of these right here. So let's just fire up a game and see how these work in that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go into Arkanoid real quick over here. Just click on that. And we'll launch the game. And the first thing we want to do is just go into our settings here. Input settings. Now we're going to set our analog dial. Right now it's set up to a different mouse. So I'm just going to hit delete on that, hit enter, and to move my spinner here. And now it's seen as mouse 2. It's just that simple. So I'm going to tab out, put a couple coins in. And once the game, now this is again with my 72 pin or 2 decoder disc. You can change it to 48. You can see it right here. I'm trying to do it backhanded. So you see how it's working fine with the GRS spinner here. Very smooth. I'm going to miss on purpose because I can actually just use the trackball as well. Both are seen exactly the same way. As you can see it right here. So you can see, I'm going to hit a pause on that real quick. So you can see both set up with just that one mouse input in the MAME settings. Both devices work. And that's it. There's really not much you need to do. You can change the sensitivity settings, obviously, in MAME. But you can also change the disc here on the spinner. If you got the trackball, a certain sensitivity, and the spinner, a different sensitivity, you can adjust that a little bit as well. So that's it. Down, dirty, simple, $49.99. Trackball and spinner combo you see right here. One USB connection, one thing to set up, very easy to do. And again, same GRS quality you guys have come to expect, $49.99. The pre-order is up now if you want to get one for yourself. That's it for today's episode. If you did like it, please give a thumbs up and like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, it really helps out the channel. I appreciate it. But it's just a video game. They don't matter as much as people, so make sure you always tell your family and friends that you love them. And remember, game on. Are you looking for that arcade experience at home? If you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds, then you need the GRS Build-A-Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build-A-Cade is a very simple, easy to assemble 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build-A-Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build-A-Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build-A-Cade. Game on.
Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.